Hi everyone, I'm Courtney, and welcome back to episode 2 of the series where I answer common job interview questions. In this series, I go over 6 of the most common job interview questions and explain how to answer them and impress the interviewer. In this episode, episode 2, we're talking about the question that is asked in almost every job interview. The question is, why do you want to work for this company? It's important when answering why do you want to work at this company that you make your answer as specific as possible. Let's just say that you're applying for a job in the fast food industry. Here's an example of an okay answer. I want to work here because I like helping customers. I also am passionate about fast food and I eat a lot of hamburgers. So I know the product very well. That's one answer, but it's better to be more specific. Let's say you're applying to Wendy's. You could say something like this. I want to work at Wendy's because Wendy's is my favorite fast food restaurant. I've always received an excellent experience when I've been a customer at Wendy's, and I would love to provide that same excellent customer service for the people that are eating at Wendy's. I also particularly love the Wendy's Frosty. My favorite flavor is vanilla, but I also love when you all do the limited edition flavors. That's something that I know I can help get customers excited about. See the difference in the answers? One of the answers is generic. It could be used at any fast food place. But the second answer is more specific. You couldn't give an answer like that if you were applying for a job at McDonald's or Arby's, because it's specific. It's about Wendy's. Companies love when they can see that you've done your research or truly are invested in their brand. With the question, why do you want to work here? The interviewer is looking to see if you're a good fit for the role in a skills way, but also in a company culture way. Company culture is a set of beliefs, values, and behaviors that show how a company operates and how its employees work together. By asking, why do you want to work here? The interviewers are seeing if your personal values and the company culture align. Here's another example of how to answer the question, why do you want to work here? You're applying to be a sales representative for a shoe company. The shoe company makes shoes for running. You could say something like this. I am very passionate about shoes, and I would love to share my passion for shoes with clients. I think I'm a very persuasive person, and I could help get a lot of sales for this company. It's an okay answer. The interviewer is going to think, all right, but it doesn't give them anything very specific. It's generic. Instead, you could say something like this. I've always loved your brand. I personally run in the ASICS Nova Blast, which I feel is a great balance between cushion and responsiveness. I feel that my product knowledge will give me the chance and opportunity to be able to sell to customers better. I also have a lot of experience in the running industry as a whole because I've worked in retail stores selling running shoes. At my previous job, I was our company's highest seller for ASICS. So I thought that applying for this role would be the perfect opportunity to help support your brand even further. This answer makes it clear that you know what the brand sells and that you have experience selling it. It shows that you pay attention to small details and that you know the features of the product. Here is the third example. Say you're a wedding photographer and you're looking to work with a wedding photography firm. You want to be a photographer in this larger firm. You have some experience with photography, but you've never been a wedding photographer. What do you say to answer the question, why do you want to work for this company? Here's one answer. I want to be a wedding photographer because I love photography and I have a passion for weddings. I love when couples are in love and I want to capture their biggest and most important memories. You could say that. It's an okay answer, but it's not specific. It doesn't really give the interviewer an impression of why you want to work for their company specifically. Here's a better answer. I've worked as a photographer for 5 years. I really like my job, but one thing that's lacking from my current position is the people. I work as a pet photographer. I really love taking photos of pets and animals, but I really miss the communication and interaction with people. I know that at your wedding photography business, one of the things on your website is making a deep and meaningful connection with every couple that you take wedding photos for. I know that I have the interpersonal communication skills and the desire to interact with people on one of the biggest days of their lives. And that's why I want to be a part of your wedding photography company. I want to be part of your wedding photography business because I can see that your company culture is dedicated to 3 things: being dependable, delivering high quality work, and making a real connection with your clients. Those are 3 things that I know I can deliver on. See how those 2 answers are different? The first one is very generic, and the second one is more specific. Now it's your turn. Pick a company that you'd like to work for. It doesn't matter if you don't have an interview. It's important to practice interview questions over and over again to ensure that your interview will go smoothly. Pick a company that you're interested in working for and practice answering the question, why do you want to work at this company? You might not know, and that's okay. What does that company or brand stand for? What is the main message or symbolism related to that brand? Find a way to make your answers for your job interview questions about that message. A great thing to do if you're looking to research a company to answer the question, why do you want to work for this company, is to go to the company's website and look at their About section. Typically, it will list their brand values, their mission statement, and other specific information that will help you answer this question. Find the information on the website about the company that aligns with who you are as a person. This will make answering the question, why do you want to work for this company, easy. I hope that you have a more clear understanding of how to answer the question, why do you want to work for this company? Remember, be specific, be honest, and make sure that your answer is related to the position. Thanks for watching episode 2 of this series about how to answer common job interview questions. If you liked this video, make sure to stay tuned for episode 3. I'm Courtney. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.